Dear students, welcome. Today we will study analysis of series and parallel combinations of resistors. Series combination. Resistors are said to be connected in series when they are connected together in a single line. That is, connection next to each other. This is how a series combination of resistors look like. You can see that among point A and B, three resistors are connected end to end or in series. Since all the current flowing through the first resistor has no other way to go, it must also pass through the second resistor and third and so on. What it means is the total current which is entering into R1 will be passing through R2 and R3. It means that currents remain same in series connection. This is why resistors in series have a common current flowing through them. For example, 5 milliampere is flowing through R1, the same amount of current will flow across R2 and R3 as well. However, the case of voltage is a bit different. In series combination of resistors, voltage drops across each resistor. That is, voltage will be different across each and every resistor connected in series. For example, we are having 5 volts at the input. Sum of voltage will drop across R1, then R2 and then R3. However, the voltage drop is as per value of the resistor. That is, if the resistor is of high value, more voltage will drop across it. And if the resistor is of small value, small voltage will drop across it. As the resistors are connected together in series and same current passes through each resistor in the combination, therefore total resistance RT of the circuit must be equal to the sum of all individual resistors that are connected in the combination. For example, we have 3 resistors connected in series, then its RT will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Therefore, the generic formula for calculating total series resistance can be given as follows. R total is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus Rn, etc. Let's go and look at our first example of series combination. Consider the given circuit. We are having 4 resistors connected in series, 10 ohm, 20 ohm, 30 ohm and 40 ohm resistors, and 10 volts is applied. As already mentioned, 3 resistors are connected in series, therefore RT can be calculated as RT is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. R total after putting the values of resistance will become 10 ohm plus 20 ohm plus 30 ohm plus 40 ohm. Our answer will be 100 ohms or 0.1 kilo ohm. Let's have a look at second example. Consider the following circuit which has only 2 resistors in series combination. Here we have 2 resistors, 2.7 kilo ohm and 3.3 kilo ohm. We can calculate the total resistance of the circuit as R total is equal to R1 plus R2. R total will be 2.7 kilo ohm plus 3.3 kilo ohm, which will be equal to 6 kilo ohm. Here you must remember the fact that R1 and R2 will consume different voltages. R2 will consume a little more than R1 because value of R2 is a bit greater. We will discuss this in detail in forthcoming labs in voltage divider rule. Let's move to the parallel combination. Resistors are said to be connected together in parallel when both terminals are respectively connected to each other. In parallel resistor network circuit, current can take more than one path as there are multiple paths available for the current. The voltage drop across all of the resistors in parallel resistor network is the same. Resistors in parallel have a common voltage across them. Here you can see three resistors are connected in parallel combination. There are three different paths for the current. IT or I input is entering here. First drop will be across R1, then across R2 and then across R3 respectively. Therefore we can say that in parallel combination the current is different, whereas voltage remains same in parallel combination. This is the reason why our domestic loads are preferred to be connected in parallel combination rather than series, because we want our voltage to be same across each of the load or resistors. Continuing parallel combination, we can say that in series network we saw that the total resistance of the circuit was equal to the sum of individual resistors added together. However, for parallel it's totally different. For the resistors to be connected in parallel, the equivalent circuit RT is calculated as reciprocal or 1 by R value of the individual resistances and then are all added together instead of all the resistance themselves, with the inverse of the algebraic sum giving the equivalent resistors. Considering the same circuit, we can take its RT or R equivalent as 1 by RT is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, continuing until 1 by Rn. There are different parallel resistor networks. Here is the first combination. Here is the first node. This is node which makes it a parallel combination. Here we have 4 nodes and this is also parallel combination. Here we have parallel combination in another aspect. Here this is also a parallel network and this is also a parallel network. It means that we can have parallel resistor in different combinations. Few of them are given. Let's go to the first example. Consider the given circuit having 3 resistors connected in parallel, 200 ohm, 470 ohm and 220 ohm. The total resistance among point A, B can be calculated as 1 over RT is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3, which will become 1 divided by 200 plus 1 divided by 470 plus 1 divided by 220. It will become 0.0117 ohms. So RT can be found as 1 divided by 0.0117, which will comes out to be 85.67 ohm. As we know that this is 1 divided by RT and we are here for RT, so we will inverse it. When we inverse 0.117, it becomes 1 divided by 0.0117 and the total resistance come out to be 85.67 ohm. Here we move to our second example. Consider the following circuit which has only 2 resistors in parallel combination, 22 kilo ohm and 47 kilo ohm. The RT of this circuit can be calculated as follows. RT will be equal to R1 multiplied by R2 divided by R1 plus R2, or this can also be mentioned as 1 divided by RT is equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2. When we simplify it, we get RT is equal to R1 multiplied by R2 divided by R1 plus R2. After simplifying the values of resistor, we get our RT equal to 14,985 ohms. After rounding it off into kilo ohms, we get our answer to be 15 kilo ohms. Let's go to fault state simulator and simulate our all circuits and see whether simulation results are equal to that of calculations or not. Let's move to fault state. Here we are in our fault state simulator. Let's begin. We will go to circuit and then check on the blank circuit. We will now put 4 resistors in series. We will go to draw, add resistor, first resistor, second, third, and then fourth. Now we will change its values. Our first resistor was of 10 ohm, second was of 20 ohm, third was 30 ohms, and fourth resistor was of 40 ohms. Now we will go to draw, output labels, and then we will select ohm meter and we will place it here. Ohm meter because we are going to measure the total resistance of the circuit. Then we again go to draw and add wires. Let's connect our circuit to know what is our equivalent resistance. Now we will connect the circuit end to end with the ohm meter. Here we are. The entire circuit is connected and we get our results to be 100 ohm. Previously, through calculations, we also got the answer to be of 100 ohm. So it's verified. Let's make our new circuit. Our second example was having 2 resistors connected in series. Let's go and make it blank. Let's place our resistors first. Go to draw, place 2 resistors, change its values. First resistor was of 2.7 kilo ohm. Second resistor was of 3.3 kilo ohm. Now we go to draw again, output labels, and we will select ohm meter. Place it here. Now connect the total circuit with wires. You can see that our equivalent resistance is 6 kilo ohm. It was also the same in calculations. Now we will start with our parallel combination and let's see what we get there. Our first example was having 3 resistors connected in parallel. Place 3 resistors in parallel. Change its values. Our first resistor was of 200 ohm. Second resistor was of 470 ohm. And third resistor was of 220 ohm. Let's place our ohm meter. And now connect the entire circuit. Remember that you don't have to miss any of the point, else you will not get the desired results. Here the entire circuit is connected and we get our answer to be 86 ohm, which is the same as that we got in our calculation. Now we will move to our second example of parallel circuits. We will make it blank again. We will place two resistors. The first resistor was of 22 kilo ohm. And the second resistor was of 47 kilo ohm. Now we add up our ohm meter and then connect the whole circuit. Let's see whether we get the equivalent resistance or not. We got 15 kilo ohm, which is exactly same that we got during calculations. So this is how you simulate your circuits for series and parallel resistors. I believe that you can now simulate any series parallel combination of circuits without any difficulty, and you can also calculate the R equivalent for both types of circuits. So it's now time for your home task. You have to solve the given circuits for series and parallel combination, and you have to simulate both circuits as well. In case if you have any queries, please feel free to ask. Either you can post it or email it to me. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.